Thank you. Andy?
Hello. The program I was working on was something, I wanted to initiate something called a Green Week. And it was the idea of having speakers come to the college from the industry to talk about sustainability in the environment, which includes what we eat, what we wear, where we live, how we drive, our entire life as an organism, and to have different speakers come to present here on the campus. And it was very defined. It was going to be 5 days of speakers at a specific time in a specific room. And probably the buzz that I think in terms of and actually in terms of it was certainly student-centered, but it was also public-centered as well, to get the public to come to hear these speakers and have students see the public and the industry and to make it real instead of just talking it, to do some walking of it. And actually, I think probably one of the things that might have gotten the attention is that the word green and sustainability gets us all kind of, fuzzy in the heart, and we think, oh, we should be doing something about that. So I think that that might have been, coming up with something that is particularly a buzzword seemed to help from that point of view.
Thank you.
Great. Good morning. The grant that I was involved with was originally proposed by Rick Morrow from Intech, Workforce Development and Con Ed. And he had come up with a new piece of technology, namely these large capacity flash drives that have USB ports plugged into all computers across the campus, including the students' home computers as well. And he came up with the concept of, well, we teach our students X number of software packages. Why don't we create a portable desktop environment with that software and utilizing VMware and literally have all their software and the ability to do this anywhere when they need to study and practice on their software. And he came to me with this idea, and I said, that's really terrific. But he looked a little disappointed. He goes, yeah, but we'll never get anyone to pay for this. And I said, well, have you ever heard of Make It Happen Innovation Grants? And that's how I got involved. And I thought it was a terrific collaboration because indeed we did get funded. And our goal was to make a learning-centered environment, if you will, to use our buzzwords, where they literally could take it anywhere and use it anywhere. Our first target population of students that we gave these out to were Ray Kimball's Tech Leap students, because we figured this is more of a controlled group that we can work with in case any problems arise. And to date, there have been minimal problems, and the response has been just outstanding from our students.
My project is the Montgomery College Mini-Med School, which I co-direct with Dwayne Henry, who's also in the Department of Biology at the Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus. And our project is really unique in that it is public-centered, to coin Randy's words, and also it is student-centered, to coin Cliff's words. And the project is targeted specifically to the community in that we provide a series of public education lectures that are free to the public, dealing with specifically health and biomedical related issues, so that the lectures are presented from a layperson's perspective, so that individuals are able to come to the campus, learn about the college, the students become involved, they serve as hosts. And so it is an opportunity for service learning, which specifically targets one of the learning colleges in an innovative initiative specifically of service learning.
My project is the Macklin Quick Pitch competition, and it is a business idea competition. It mimics the quick pitch which small business people make to banks or investors in order to get financing. And in that, one has to provide a very concise description of one's business and why you, the small business person, should get funding for it. I applied this idea to the student venue, the assumption being, my hypothesis being, that there are many, many students at Montgomery College who have business ideas and an interest in starting businesses. So what we did was to have competitions on each campus. And our target market was all students, not just students in business programs, but all students from all disciplines. It was structured in which, and is structured, to invite students to submit ideas with only a couple of paragraphs. We would provide advice about how to structure their presentations. Then they make the presentations in a competition in a classroom before a panel of judges, and they're graded on how effectively their presentation is made, how creative their idea is, and the practicality of their idea in terms of potential for implementation. And the winners receive a $250 prize and the opportunity to receive further advice from the Center for Entrepreneurship staff in implementing their ideas. What we found was that our fundamental hypothesis was correct. We've had tremendous success in attracting students from a whole variety of disciplines, from health to the arts to engineering, and we view this as a seeding program to encourage students in across our campuses to become involved in entrepreneurial activities.
Thank you all very much. They are indeed innovative, projects. The second question is, do you have any tips for prospective grantees about any part of the grant process? And Ed, I know that you mentioned something about that. Would you like to start?
Yeah, I think it's very important to, number one, be aware, and that's one of the reasons you're here. Number two, just go through the application, fill it out the best you can, and submit it. We as humans tend to fear rejection, which is normal, but on the other hand, take a flyer and go for it. Don't assume it won't get funded. I kind of take the other tack and say, well, it will get funded because I submitted it. So just do it, as they say. Yeah.
Any other comments on that particular question?